All right, so listen to this. Today we're taking a deep dive into like this amazing world of your body's own healing powers.
Wow.
And get this, our guide is a children's book.
What?
Yeah, so we'll be exploring Sam the Succinate Sheepdog,
Okay.
which uses this like really cute character to explain some complicated science about how our bodies heal.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we're talking ancient healing protocols and like a DNA library
Uh-huh.
and even a gut microbiome that acts like, get this, a garden of medicinal herbs.
Wow.
Yeah, so get ready because we're about to unlock some secrets about your inner healer.
What's really cool about this book is how it uses this sheepdog, Sam,
Right?
as a stand-in for a molecule called succinate.
Okay.
It's a fun way to make the science, relatable,
Yeah.
but succinate's role is anything but simple.
So it's more than just a cute analogy then.
Yeah.
What makes succinate so important to our bodies then?
Well, succinate is essential for energy production in our cells,
Oh, okay.
but that's only part of it.
Oh.
It also acts as a signaling molecule, helping cells communicate and coordinate their responses to stress or injury.
Huh.
So imagine like a busy city where everyone needs to know like what's going on.
Right.
Succinate is like the communication network that keeps everything running smoothly.
Okay. I'm starting to see how that connects to the sheepdog idea.
Yeah,
Sam is always running around,
Right.
making sure everything's okay.
exactly.
In the book, there's this scene where Sam gets an urgent call
Oh,
from a T cell
okay.
that's struggling to fight off an infection.
Right.
And Sam then races to this DNA library
Uh-huh.
to find the blueprints for ancient healing protocols.
Interesting.
What are these protocols really, though?
Yeah.
I mean, are they like ancient scrolls hidden in ourselves?
Well, that's a great image.
Yeah.
It's not quite scrolls, but it's a similar idea.
Okay.
These protocols are actually sets of genes
Right.
that have evolved over millions of years to help our bodies deal with threats.
Wow.
They're like built-in defense mechanisms
Huh.
that get activated when we need them. The book focuses on three:
Okay.
the anti-hypoxia protocol,
Okay.
the NRF2 protocol,
Mm-hmm.
and the NFKB protocol.
Those names sound pretty intense.
Yeah.
Can you break them down for me a little?
Sure.
What does the anti-hypoxia protocol actually do?
Let's say you're exercising intensely.
Okay.
Your muscles are working hard and demanding more oxygen.
Right.
That can create a state of hypoxia,
Meaning?
meaning low oxygen levels.
Oh, okay.
The anti-hypoxia protocol kicks in to help your cells adapt,
So,
boosting energy production from sources other than oxygen,
oh,
and even changing how they use oxygen.
interesting.
It's like having a backup generator when the power goes out.
So it helps our bodies make the most of the oxygen they have.
Exactly.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
What about the NRF2 protocol?
NRF2 is like our body's personal bodyguard against oxidative stress.
Uh-huh.
It activates a whole army of antioxidants to protect ourselves from damage caused by things like pollution,
Okay.
processed foods, and even just the normal processes of aging.
Wow. So it's like having a built-in defense system against the wear and tear of daily life.
That's a good way to put it.
What makes this protocol ancient, though?
Well, think about it. Our ancestors faced constant challenges from their environment,
Like what?
like harsh weather, scarce food, and constant threats from predators.
Right.
These stressors likely triggered the NRF2 protocol,
Okay.
helping them survive and pass on their resilient genes.
So,
So this protocol is ancient in the sense that it's been honed over countless generations.
that's fascinating.
Yeah,
It makes you realize just how adaptable our bodies really are.
it really is.
Okay, so we've got the oxygen protocol and the antioxidant protocol.
Right.
What does the NFKB protocol do?
NFKB is the master regulator of inflammation.
Okay.
Now, inflammation often gets a bad rap,
Right.
but it's actually a crucial part of healing when
Oh,
we get injured or infected.
yeah.
NFKB orchestrates the inflammatory response,
Huh.
bringing immune cells to the site of damage and initiating the repair process.
So it's like sending out the first responders when there's trouble.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
But the key is balance.
Okay.
Too much inflammation can be harmful,
Right.
leading to chronic diseases.
Yeah.
NFKB helps to keep things in check,
Okay.
making sure the inflammatory response is strong enough to be effective,
Yeah.
but not so strong that it causes more harm than good.
Right.
It's a delicate dance,
Huh.
and NFKB is the choreographer.
Okay, so we've got these three ancient protocols working behind the scenes to keep us healthy.
Yeah.
But the book also talks about Sam gathering healing herbs
Right.
from the gut microbiome.
Mm-hmm.
What's the connection between our gut and healing? I mean, is it really like a garden?
Well, that's another brilliant analogy from the book.
Okay.
The trillions of bacteria living in our gut,
Right.
known as the gut microbiome,
Yeah?
actually produce compounds that directly influence our health and healing.
Really?
Yeah, these compounds can act as fuel for our cells,
Right.
modulate inflammation, and even influence our mood and brain function.
Wow. So it's not just about digestion then.
No, it's not.
Our gut bacteria are playing a much bigger role than I realized.
Much bigger.
It sounds like this book is packed with interesting information.
It really is.
Where do we go from here?
Well, we've just scratched the surface.
Ah,
These protocols don't work in isolation.
right.
They're all interconnected,
Okay.
working together to keep our bodies in balance.
Mm-hmm.
The book calls this synergy,
Okay.
and understanding how to support this synergy
Yeah.
is key to unlocking our full healing potential.
Wow.
That's where things get really interesting.
Okay. So this idea of synergy,
Yeah.
all these systems working together,
Right.
it has me thinking,
Oh.
does that mean we can actually do things to make these ancient healing protocols work even better?
Yeah.
I mean, it can't just be about waiting for them to kick in when something goes wrong, right?
Well, that's a great question. And that's where the book's concept of conditioning medicine comes in.
Yeah.
Just like we can train our muscles to become stronger,
Right.
we can also train our body's healing responses to become more efficient.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure I understand
Okay.
how you train your body to heal better.
Okay, sure.
Can you give me an example?
Think about exercise.
Okay.
When you work out, you're putting your body under stress.
Right.
That stress triggers a cascade of physiological responses,
Okay.
including the activation of those ancient healing protocols we've been talking about.
Okay.
The anti-hypoxia protocol helps your muscles adapt to the increased demand for oxygen.
Okay.
The NRF2 protocol ramps up antioxidant production to protect against damage.
Right.
And the NFKB protocol manages the inflammation that naturally occurs with muscle repair.
So by regularly exercising,
Yeah.
I'm actually giving those protocols a workout too.
Precisely.
Eh?
And the more you challenge your body in a
Right.
healthy way,
Yeah.
the better those protocols become at responding.
Okay.
It's like they're learning and adapting, becoming more resilient with each workout.
So it's not just about building muscles.
Right.
It's about building a stronger healing system overall.
Exactly.
What else can we do to condition these protocols?
Well, the book talks about other forms of conditioning medicine, like intermittent fasting.
Okay.
When you fast, you're essentially depriving your body of its usual fuel source,
Which is?
glucose.
Okay.
This forces your cells to adapt,
Uh-huh.
becoming more efficient at using other energy sources like ketones.
So fasting is kind of like switching your body to a backup generator?
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
And this metabolic switch triggers those ancient healing protocols.
Okay.
The anti-hypoxia protocol kicks in to help your cells adapt to the lower energy availability.
Okay.
The NRF2 protocol ramps up to protect against damage from metabolic stress.
Right.
And the NFKB protocol helps manage any inflammation that might arise.
It's amazing to think that something as simple as changing when you eat can have such a profound effect on your body's healing abilities.
Right.
This is all starting to sound pretty radical, though.
Yeah.
Is this all really backed up by science?
Absolutely.
Okay.
These concepts are rooted in solid scientific principles
Okay.
and supported by a growing body of research.
Sure.
Scientists are discovering more and more about the intricate ways these ancient healing protocols work
Right.
and how we can influence them through lifestyle choices.
Okay, so we've been talking a lot about how to support these protocols, but
Yes.
I'm curious,
Okay.
are there any specific examples of how they actually play out in real life?
Sure.
Let's take the anti-hypoxia protocol, for instance.
Okay.
How might that come into play in an everyday situation?
Imagine you get a cut.
Okay.
The area around the wound becomes inflamed.
Right.
And blood flow increases to deliver oxygen and nutrients for healing.
Right.
But that initial rush of blood can actually deplete oxygen levels in the surrounding tissues, creating a temporary state of hypoxia. That's where the anti-hypoxia protocol kicks in,
Okay.
helping cells in the area adapt to the low oxygen environment
Yeah.
and ensuring that healing can proceed smoothly.
So even in something as simple as healing a cut,
Yeah.
this ancient protocol is at work.
Exactly.
Wow.
And the NRF2 protocol plays a crucial role too.
Okay.
Remember, NRF2 is all about protecting cells from damage.
Yeah.
When you get a cut, there's a risk of oxidative stress from the inflammatory process.
Right.
The NRF2 protocol helps to neutralize those damaging free radicals,
Uh-huh.
protecting healthy tissues and supporting the repair process.
It's like having a built-in cleanup crew
Yeah.
that comes in after the initial damage
Yeah.
to make sure everything is repaired properly.
Precisely.
And let's not forget about the NFKB protocol,
Yeah.
our inflammation conductor.
Exactly.
It ensures that the inflammatory response is just right.
Right.
Strong enough to fight off infection and initiate healing,
Yeah,
but not so strong that it causes further damage.
Exactly.
It's a delicate balance.
it is.
And NFKB is constantly adjusting the orchestra to make sure the symphony of healing plays out harmoniously.
That's a great way to put it.
This is also fascinating.
It is.
It's like peeking behind the curtain
Yeah.
and seeing all these intricate systems working together to keep us healthy.
Exactly.
But we can't forget about the gut microbiome
Right.
and its role in all of this.
Of course.
How does it tie into these ancient healing protocols?
Well, remember those healing herbs
Yeah.
Sam collected from the gut?
Right.
Well, those represent the beneficial compounds our gut bacteria produce.
Okay.
These compounds can directly influence the activity of those ancient healing protocols.
Oh, wow.
For instance,
Yeah.
short-chain fatty acids
Okay.
produced by certain gut bacteria
Right.
have been shown to activate the NRF2 pathway, boosting our antioxidant defenses.
So taking care of our gut health is actually a way to support these ancient healing mechanisms.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's like tending to a garden. If we nourish the soil and create a healthy environment,
Yeah.
our plants will thrive.
Right.
The same is true for our gut microbiome. By eating a diverse diet rich in fiber, avoiding unnecessary antibiotics,
Right.
and managing stress,
Okay.
we can help our gut bacteria flourish,
So
which in turn supports those ancient healing protocols.
this is all starting to make so much sense.
Very
We're not
cool.
just these passive beings at the mercy of our genes or our environment.
Right.
We actually have a lot more control over our health than we might realize.
Absolutely.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation.
It has.
I'm starting to see my body in a whole new light. But before we get too carried away,
Sure.
let's recap what we've learned so far.
Okay.
We started by exploring the world of ancient healing protocols through the lens of a children's book.
Right.
Then we dove into the concept of conditioning medicine and how we can train our body's healing responses. And now we're starting to understand the crucial role the gut microbiome plays in all of this.
Exactly.
But there's still so much more to uncover.
There is.
Okay, so we've been on this journey,
Yep.
exploring these ancient healing protocols
Right.
and like how much power we have to influence our own well-being.
Yeah.
But I gotta admit, it's a little overwhelming.
I understand.
Like, if we want to optimize these systems,
Right.
where do we even begin?
Well, it's true. There's a lot of information out there.
Yeah,
But the beauty of these ancient healing protocols
yeah,
is that they're already like built into our biology.
right.
It's not about reinventing the wheel.
Good.
It's more about creating the right conditions for these systems to thrive.
So it's less about drastic measures and more about subtle shifts that support our body's natural processes.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
Think of it like tending a garden.
Right.
You provide the right soil, sunlight, and water,
Yeah.
and the plants just naturally flourish.
Right.
The same is true for our bodies.
Okay.
Don't providing the right nutrients,
Okay.
managing stress levels,
Mm-hmm.
and ensuring like a healthy gut environment,
Yeah.
we can create the optimal conditions for those ancient healing protocols to do their job.
Okay. I like that analogy, but let's get specific.
Okay.
What are like some practical steps we can take to start supporting these protocols?
Well, the first step is nourishing our bodies with the building blocks they need.
Okay.
Think whole foods,
Okay.
plenty of fruits and vegetables,
Uh-huh.
healthy fats, and lean protein.
Right.
These provide the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants.
Okay.
Our cells need to function optimally and protect themselves from damage.
So ditching the processed foods and focusing on real nutrient-dense ingredients.
Exactly.
Okay.
And remember, food isn't just calories.
Right.
It's information.
Huh.
What we eat directly influences our gene expression,
Really?
our hormone levels, and even the composition of our gut microbiome.
Wow.
So making conscious food choices is a powerful way to support those ancient healing protocols.
That makes a lot of sense.
Good.
What about stress?
Yeah.
We've talked about how stress can trigger these protocols,
Right.
but chronic stress can be detrimental, right?
Absolutely.
So,
Short bursts of stress can be beneficial, like
Well,
that workout we talked about earlier.
right, right.
But chronic stress keeps those protocols in overdrive.
Mm-hmm.
eventually leading to burnout.
Oh.
That's why managing stress is so crucial.
Okay.
Techniques like deep breathing, meditation,
Yeah.
spending time in nature,
Right.
and even just taking breaks throughout the day
Okay.
can help regulate our stress response and
Yeah.
give those protocols a chance to rest and recharge.
It's like we need to give Sam the sheepdog a break every now and then so he doesn't get too tired.
Precisely.
I like that.
And don't underestimate the power of sleep.
Okay.
It's during sleep that our bodies do their most important repair work.
Right.
Getting enough sleep is crucial for allowing those ancient healing protocols to function optimally.
So nourishing our bodies, managing stress, and prioritizing sleep are our key pillars.
They are.
What about supporting our gut microbiome?
Yes.
What are some things we can do to help our gut bacteria flourish?
Diversity is key when it comes to the gut microbiome.
Okay.
Eating a wide variety of fruits, vegetables, and fermented foods
Okay.
introduces a range of beneficial bacteria to our gut.
Mm-hmm.
We can also consider incorporating prebiotic-rich foods,
Okay.
like onions, garlic, and asparagus.
Yeah.
These act as food for our good gut bacteria,
Right.
helping them thrive.
So it's about feeding the good guys and creating a diverse ecosystem in our gut.
Exactly.
Okay.
And on that note, it's also important to be mindful of things that can disrupt the gut microbiome,
Okay.
like unnecessary antibiotics.
Right.
Antibiotics are lifesavers when we need them,
Yeah.
but overuse can wipe out beneficial bacteria,
Right.
leaving our gut vulnerable to imbalances.
It's like we need to be strategic about when we use those powerful tools and focus on building a resilient gut ecosystem. Right.
And I think that's a great overarching message for today's deep dive.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of ground,
We have.
from understanding these ancient healing protocols
Yeah.
to exploring practical ways to support them.
Right.
But the key takeaway is this.
Okay.
Our bodies are remarkably resilient
Yeah.
and have an incredible innate capacity to heal.
That's pretty amazing.
It is.
By understanding how these systems work,
Right.
we can make choices that empower us to be active participants in our own well-being. That's a powerful message.
It is.
Instead of feeling helpless in the face of illness or aging,
Yeah.
we can take steps to optimize our health
Right.
and tap into our body's natural healing abilities.
Exactly.
This has been such an insightful conversation.
It has.
Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us today.
It's been my pleasure.
And to our listeners, we hope you found this deep dive into the fascinating world of your body's own healing powers
Right.
informative and empowering.
Absolutely.
Remember, you have more control over your health than you might realize.
That's true.
By making conscious choices and supporting those ancient healing mechanisms we all possess,
Yeah.
you can unlock incredible potential for well-being.
You can.
Until next time,
Yes.
stay curious and keep exploring the amazing world within